Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
A fairly large record producer started making some calls about a singer he had working out of his studio. By the time all of the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal. But that didn't stop the mogul. He liked to sample the new talent. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis, but he was also involved with the current A-plus list singer who was in his face every day. And this could allegedly be Beyonce.
According to Jaguar, Jay's has been remarkably quiet about all of these claims regarding his old buddy Diddy. That's because Jay-Z is a monster that is even worse. Unsettling rumors have recently surfaced that Jay supposedly had an affair with a singer who was signed to his label while she was underage, and that Beyonce blackballed the singer's career after learning of the affair. But rumors have it that this woman is not the only one who has been accused of being harmed, and Jaguar is now leaking the details of all the things that Jay-Z and Diddy have in common.
Leave her be. Leave her be. Because I'm not going to stop coming. You can fuck with her all you want. I'm not going to stop.
Fans are speculating that Dean's friend Jay-Z could be the next to come under scrutiny once Cassie's lawsuit against Dean really let loose, just like Jaguar Wright had long since foretold. When Jaguar initially voiced her opposition to Jay-Z, many deemed her insane. She continues to tell the same scenario, claiming that Jay-Z is even worse than Diddy. However, before we discuss what Jaguar stated, we must first discuss this recent live item that is circulating on social media regarding singer Tia Marie, who was signed by Jay-Z when she was 16 years old. Following her discovery by Le Reed, Tia joined Def Jam concurrently with Rihanna. According to Reed's memoir, the label first thought Tia would be a larger star, but Beyonce stepped in and instructed them to pay attention to Rihanna. We held an internal company presentation, and Beyonce just so happened to be present along with Jay-Z, Rihanna, Tierra Marie, Blythe Butterfly, a group of 4 girls, and Neo. We at the label had high expectations for Tierra Marie. We focused more on her, gave her more time, and gave her more attention. For me, a bell went off. But Beyonce approached me following the showcase and remarked, "That Rihanna girl, she's a beast." Furthermore, this blind piece claims that Beyonce took this action after discovering Jay-Z was interfering with Tierra. According to the blind item, Le Reed slept with Tierra as soon as he found her. Keep in mind that Reed is 31 years Tierra's senior. Subsequently, it is said that Tierra was acquired by Ray J, who engaged in the dubious task of identifying and managing emerging female musicians. The blind claimed that Ray J took over at that point and informed Jay-Z about Tierra.
Soon, she was sold to this pseudo-corn star and celebrity sibling. You can also take a guess at that one. He loves controlling vulnerable women. It is his specialty. Anyway, he started controlling the career of this singer. He brought her to the attention of this A-plus list rapper and mogul, allegedly Jay-Z.
Apparently Jay-Z. It's intriguing that Ray J and Tierra began dating in 2006 because Jay-Z abruptly dropped Tierra from his label in the same year. Tierra Marie was signed by Jay-Z to Def Jam shortly after she turned 16, and in August of 2005, she released her debut album. Rockefeller Records presents Tierra Marie. The album was well received. It peaked at number 2 on the top R&B and hip-hop albums list, and at number 5 on the Billboard 200. The following year, Tierra began recording her second album, but the recording was abruptly halted in the midst, and shortly before she graduated from high school, she got a call from the label, letting her know they were leaving.
I'm no longer on the label because, well, to be honest with you, I don't know why I'm no longer on the label, but I know that I just took some time off to finish school or whatnot, and then, in the midst of that, I was in Detroit And I just got a phone call, like I think I was getting ready for prom or something, and they were like, we're gonna be letting you go. You're young, you have a bright future ahead of you. The womp womp talk, and that's how it happened. I was shocked. I was sad because Jay didn't call me himself. Jay Brown called me, and I was, confused because I didn't know why.
Yura claims that although Jay-Z first presented himself as a father figure,
he was like a father figure at the time, but right now I can't say that because I don't talk to him anymore, and he didn't even call me and tell me bye-bye, so
according to Cassie, Diddy behaved the same way when they first met, which is why she sued him. Early in their collaboration, Mr. Klum emphasized Ms. Ventura's age and power dynamic by portraying himself as her father figure and protector. In any case, the Blind article claims that Jay dumped Tierra after Beyonce discovered him having an affair with her. Furthermore, Jay allegedly dumped Tierra as soon as he discovered her because Rage was upset and thought he should have Tierra all to himself. In addition, he is said to have hindered her career and placed her on a blacklist. She was just short of being legal by the time the ink had completely dried. That didn't deter Mogul, though. He enjoyed trying out the new artists.
By the time all of the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal, but that didn't stop the mogul. He liked to sample the new talent. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis, but he was also involved with the current A-plus list singer who was in his face every day. And this could allegedly be Beyonce. Thing is, though, that corn star in charge of her career was feuding with the mogul and told the mogul he would not be allowed to hook up with the singer again. I assume he thought the mogul would think she was something special. Apparently not as special as the current A-plus lister, because the new signee was dropped and the word was put out on the street. No record deals for her from any label.
Many people think that Tierra's drug problems and time spent in treatment following his dismissal from Def Jam are a direct result his entering the industry at such an early age. However, Tierra is the only young lady whom Jay was charged with damaging. He met Beyonce when she was 16 and he was 28, and he supposedly became acquainted with Foxy Brown when she was just 14 years old. For years, there have also been persistent accusations that Jay was responsible for Aaliyah's demise because she turned down his advances.
It already destroyed, but then years later they tried to do the tour.
The best of both.
Yeah, but it still didn't work out. But you notice I wasn't a part of any of that, and the karma happens. But the thing I didn't understand is I was like, I know I'm not with that. And because of the moral challenge and him choosing one way, I knew morally we weren't the same.
But despite his best efforts, Jay couldn't help but see that Aaliyah had a thing for Damidash. As a result, Jay supposedly determined Beyonce should replace Aaliyah. This coincided with the beginning of Jay-Z's dispute with Dame, which culminated in 2001 with the tragic death of Aaliyah in a Bahamas plane crash. In the same year that Jay and Beyonce announced their relationship to the world, Jay-Z's collaborative album, Best of Both Worlds, with R. Kelly, was released in less than a year. Now, it's said that Jay-Z's PR team worked hard to erase any memory of their friendship when R. Kelly's crimes were made public, but witnesses to the events, like Jaguar Wright, wouldn't keep quiet. Additionally, he was producing a ton of tunes with R. Kelly while they were working together. They both Kid Aaliyah when they recorded all those tracks together. They had a great deal in common. Whoever says you can have the best of both worlds, the best of both scenarios, nobody discusses that. No one discusses that. No one does that. Nobody talks about that at all. Jaguar stated that Jay-Z was envious of Aaliyah for being debt-free. Remember too that Jaguar sang backing vocals on Jay-Z's 2001 MTV Unplugged album. In the same year that Aaliyah passed away, Jay-Z and R. Kelly were recording Best of Both Worlds. She must thus have seen a much. And wasn't this all during the period that Aaliyah passed away? Yes. Did Beyonce's solo career also face difficulties? Oh no, I am aware of it. Ulf King. From the past, from the working days, she had a difficult time on her own. Then Aaliyah passed away. And then they brought Rick Harrison in, an ADADAD for 13 * king years. He has been stepping aside and complaining to the people he considers friends while they have provided him with bodyguards. Did something terrible to a close friend of hers who works in the sector, and she claimed to have spent the last 15 years trying to stop this. She went too far in pushing someone I adore. And you are aware of the person I refer to. We were young. We're in our 20s. How much longer do you think she should suffer because she made a poor decision to fuck you? She works in the industry, yes. She was indeed banished.
Don Carter is worse. She's in the industry. Yes, she was put in exile. No, she wasn't perfect, but she was everything, still is.
It appears that many people are supporting Jaguar because her tale hasn't altered over the years. And like Diddy, they claim it's only a matter of time until Jay-Z is revealed. It has been said, and I agree, that Solange dislikes that man for a reason. Aaliyah was a teenager, exactly like R. Kelly, and that's why he wanted her. He recorded an album with R. Kelly because they were that close. The second admirer continued, saying, Jay has never been loyal to anyone, not even his wife and family. That ought to convey a lot. Thus, it must be true when they claim he gave Foxy and all of them STDs. Tell us what you think of all of this. What is the true cause of Jay-Z's departure from Yara Murray? Do you also concur with Jaguar that Jay-Z is inferior to Diddy? After leaving a comment below, read the following tale.